I was approached by Orion to do an autobiography. It was a couple of years after that that I was approached by the children's department in Orion, and the idea really of Tilly came. In my head I was thinking about her, but also I had, or I still got, a horsehair bracelet that was made out of a horse I had, Viceroy, out of his tail that the owners, they sadly lost him to colic, and they had little bracelets made out of his tail, so that gave me the idea of these friendship bracelets. As I was doing the books, the story just sort of developed, and once you got this sort of main characters, then it just develops, and it turned out that I sort of ended up, each book was about a different type of horse or pony. So you covered a dressage horse, you covered a national hunt horse, you covered an event horse, you covered a foal, you covered a riding for a disabled pony, a driving pony. So it was covering every sort of type of horse pony. It surprised me how much imagination I had. Red Admiral, the fact that he sort of, that was the second book, the fact that he was sort of deep chestnut, and that's where he get red, and he was very majestic the way he was, and that was after my horse redesigned, who I call Red. Pride and Joy, that was based on Primrose Pride, and it was riding him that gave me the idea for that book, Pride and Joy, which was about Angela, who's the trainer, making a comeback with her horse that had been retired. Goliath, that book was very much based on a true story about a horse, because I'm a trustee for Wild Horse Welfare, and they had a horse that they rescued that ended up going into the household cavalry and being a drum horse. So that story was based on him. The Stripey the zebra foal, I know that seems so out of context with the rest of the book, but it was, I did it because we were lucky enough to go on a safari, and so that was all based on the sort of safari. Just signed to do another 4, and I finished one a couple of months ago, and I'm in the middle of another one, but the next 4 after the 18 are Tilly's 2 years older, so the books are going to be, you know, slightly couple of years older in the age group, so we've lost the illustrations, but there's a little bit more depth and detail to the sort of riding and the actual, and these next 4 books are, rather than being another different horse character, they're more about Tilly's progression with the main horse, Magic Spirit.
No, in general, it's all you do.
I enjoy reading books if I go away on holiday, otherwise, and murder mystery sort of thrillers. I don't read romantic, I basically read thrillers. If someone had said when I was at school that I'd end up doing children's books, I would have, I mean, I should think the teachers are sort of, they'd be turning in their graves. Well, I loved sport, really enjoyed sport, all sport, and I was the one that thought of all the naughty ideas but got other people to do them, so they got into trouble. Enjoyed the pranks, which I still probably do a bit. I was always passionate, absolutely horse, you know, crazy, and even though as I said, I was always a bit of a joker and had a lot of fun, and I enjoyed school and I enjoyed the sport, but I'm deep down very dedicated, and or most people, if you ask children or young riders, whatever, you say, you know, if you've chosen a career, what do you want to do? And they say they want to be world #1, or they want to win this and win that, which, you know, a lot of people do, but it's how do you turn that dream into reality? And if an opportunity comes your way, sort of take it. And I was just absolutely set that when I left school at 16, Dad wanted me to stay on longer, but I was adamant that I wanted to serve an apprenticeship, and because I was a toughie, I ended up the one sitting on the young horses that were being broken. And then I just, in my head, all the way through really, I thought whatever horse I sat on, I kept on thinking I want to do the best possible job on this horse, and they're all owned, and I want to make sure I don't give the owners a reason to put anyone else on them, because I've got to do a good enough job. I mean, Babington, I suppose, when I was 18, was probably one of my first biggest events. Terrified, but I had a sort of gritty determination. No matter what happened, I was going to get through the finish flags. Sir Barnaby, because he was the first horse I had, and I had him from when I was 14, and he took me all the way up through to Badminton, Burley. Probably Supreme Rock, because he was the first sort of real one that broke through to the top level, and obviously Primrose Bride was very special. But I don't really like to say have favourites, because I've, love them all really. Well, of course you'd love to say, gosh, I'd love to win a gold medal in Rio, or I'd love to do this, love to do that, but I think, I know it sounds silly now, because I still have ambitions, and I still want to go well, and I want to do well, and I want to write more books, and I want to do this and do that, but I suppose what I've learnt now is that what I'm passionate about more than anything is just the day-to-day, working with nice young horses and producing them through. Basically what I sort of set out to achieve, I've achieved when I was dreaming of winning badminton when I was 12, 13, 14, because I set out to achieve that, and yes, I've been lucky because I won it 3 times. And the reason why I do it isn't about the winning, the reason why I do it is the passion. It's different, so it's different now. It's like I'm sort of in many ways more satisfied, because I'm not sort of chasing dreams now, I'm sort of satisfied, but I now realise that I'm not doing it because of the goals, I'm doing it because of the love of.